Chairman, you got
So usually we will not place confirmation report on the agenda based on intervention. Yeah, we will not put confirmation report on the agenda just from intervention. We had that conversation on Tuesday. Then we should have made sure it was on the agenda today. It is if they said it. Yeah. So Senator Chair, please approach the presiding with Secretary of the Senate. Where is the report? Yeah. Huh? I said, welcome. Oh, thank you. So that report will come on the floor on Tuesday. Said Michael. Said you have to approach the president.
to do a report.
He went the party column. Yeah, you're coming to the party.
No, we'll collaborate. Madam President, before we close our last session, we mandated the GSC to conduct an audit of the Ministry of Agriculture regarding the Star P program, the Star P and the IFA program. We have now heard from the GSC, so I'm asking the Senate to put on the agenda so we can discuss it, to mandate the GSC to report to us. We mandated the GSC to do an audit of Ministry of Agriculture. And since then, we have now heard from the GSC regarding the Star P and the IFA program.
So, Secretary, somebody did a letter, right? Yeah, we'll tell you to do a follow-up because audit will not be, it will take time. So we ask the Secretary of Senate to do a follow-up and report to us on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Senator Taba? Motion for reconsideration, there has to be a communication to them. We have to do a communication and we'll vote on it because it's to vote for 10. It's not a regular item. Yeah. About intervention? Yeah, Senator Nimlet.
Distinguished senators, 2025.
I found where you work with the
2025 legislative projects were implemented and funded but incomplete. As of today, the budgets for these projects is still incomplete because some of our monies are still with the Minister of Internal Affairs. If it pleases,
Senator Nimlet, please approach the presiding. AOP Senator Snow, Senator Nimlet, please approach the presiding.
Presiding under AOP, the legislature repealed the Ministry of Internal Affairs and created a new ministry. Project, can I get your attention on this, please?
Yeah.
The legislature repealed the act creating the Ministry of Internal Affairs and by law created a new Ministry of Local Government. It was passed, it has been recognized. but the transition period seems to be indefinite. We have heard of no appointment of a minister of local government, and we've heard nothing. So I would like to honor AOB for us to discuss this matter.
All right. It's accepted. Senator Coker and Senator Boyd, Senator Snow, please approach the president.
The AOB, Madam Presiding, colleagues, it can be recalled that there was tension from the Leeward County teachers and instructors, and they talk about salary increment, that there was a disparity and the communication was written. The communication was sent to the Committee on Education. Education wrote the plenary, and the plenary endorsed that the Ministry of Finance and civil service should ensure that the issue of the salary be addressed. Since then, we haven't heard, and the students, the teachers.
So you want our AOB? The one saying,
We want to hear from the civil servant and the Ministry of Information.
all right, so I'm going to AOB again. Senator, okay, we handled Senator Prince Boy.
Immediately after the communication from the president, so that we look at it, because it's our creation issue, and it's about authority. So I think it's a very serious thing. So we have to bring it in front so that we discuss it right after the president's letter. You can accept that. Okay.
Well, it's addition to the LB with no objection, it's going to be that way.
Oh, okay. That's
All right.
on nominations made in government. Republic of Liberia, the President. February 16, 2026. Senator Yombri Kanga Lawrence, President pro tempore of the Senate in section, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Madam President pro tempore, I am pleased to submit herewith the following nominations, pending Senate confirmation, where applicable, for appointment in government. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Daniel Kukui, Assistant Minister for International Organizations, Mr. Leon Talare, Assistant Minister for International Cooperation, Anthony Naomi Gray, Assistant Minister for Foreign Affairs. I would greatly appreciate were these to be given expedited confirmation by the Senate so as to ensure smooth transition in the government. Kind regards, sincerely, Joseph Newman Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia. Madam President pro tempore and distinguished members of the Senate. The reading of the communication from the President.
Distinguished colleagues, you've heard the reading.
Good evening, folks. Welcome this evening to BKS TV. Welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting the Deputy DK. Welcome, DK.
Thank you, bossman. You refer to him as deputy, don't put him in trouble. I think he's assisting.
Ooh, what is going on here? And so again, folks, we want to say welcome to all of you. Welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting Mr. Emmanuel Zor. Emmanuel Zor is the Assistant Minister for Labor Standard Act, the Ministry of Labor in Liberia. He joined us here tonight on the show to discuss labor-related issues across the country with high emphasis on the recent AFCON saga in Yekipa, Nima County. That incident took place yesterday. It is to our knowledge that the police made some arrests from that incident yesterday in Yekipa. And those folks, they are still in police custody. Now, this issue of AFCON has been around the corner for a couple of months now, if not mistaken, for years now. And those guys have been accusing a lot of folks, including the Labor Commissioner of Nima County. They've been complaining a lot from AFCON. And yesterday, they finally came out to protest. But in the wisdom of the Liberia National Police Nima Detachment, they said their act or attitude were not in accordance with the law. So some of them were arrested and taken to the Sanikole police depot. The minister is here tonight. The assistant minister is here tonight. We're going to dive into that issue. Thankfully, he's a son of Nima. He hails from Nima. He knows the issue of Nima. He knows what those workers are going through. And we're going to be asking him all of the questions here tonight. When we announce he's coming on the show, a lot of people send us different questions to ask him. Some people send us different messages to relay to him. Now that he's here, we'll be asking him all of those questions. And we hope and pray that we have a wonderful conversation with him. Without further ado, let me try to bring him on. Good evening, Minister. How are you doing this evening? Mr. Zoe, are you hearing me? Ooh. What is going on here tonight? Mr. Zoe, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Gio, how are you?
Okay, good. I'm doing wonderful. Good evening and welcome to BKS this evening. I think this is your second appearance on the show. Welcome to the show, Chief.
Thank you.
Now you join us
BK, what's
tonight
up?
on
Governor.
I'm doing great, Chief.
Governor, I'm speaking to Governor.
I know why.
Yeah, that's good.
Governor. The part of America, the governor. I know they got Lone Star Network problem. But it's great having you on the show here this evening, Chief. Wonderful to have you here.
Always my pleasure to always talk with you guys on the show too. It's good to also sometimes come home to have conversation. The affecting Nima positive, while positive and negative, is also good to always be home to provide some information, clarity on the workings of our offices. It's good to see you guys, and always when we meet, you look good.
Thank you. You look absolutely great. As a veteran alumni of the Shirley L. Harrison Memorial High School, I want to say kudos to you. You are one of those making Mama Shirley out there. We are very proud of you as Alumni Association.
Thank you.
How has it been for you? How is your office?
Well,
what has been the major challenges that you're facing so far, and what have been your achievement since you took over? Before we go to this, most talk about AFCON thing.
So, my office, we are paralegal, so we don't really talk to press. There are a lot of progress been made, but we cannot speak to that because we have the press bureau that responsible for that have to provide information regarding the workings of our offices and our functions. So sometimes some of our activities is really on the station through the press bureau. So that's why you have not seen some of us coming on the social media or on the media to discuss on issue relating to labor issue. But in general, the office is okay. The staff are doing fine. We are making progress. And we are not able to provide services to our people. So based on these things, we are in line with what we took oath to do. Mind you, this is our country, and we are not going anywhere. We are here to do the best thing in the interest of the Liberian people that will bring pride to us as citizens of this country. So Labour is doing well. I can assure you that we are doing extremely well. We'll continue to do the best for our people.
Now, let me take you to NIMA. This issue of AFCON aggrieved workers, I don't know whether it came to your attention before yesterday incident. Did you hear about their grievances before yesterday incident?
Yeah, so the office is the kind of basic office. Mayu, the labor center responsible for all of the standard problem in Liberia. So you see that our office is very busy. People should be on a regular basis, more than the hospital. So if you visit, if you have the time, I will invite you come to the office and spend an hour and just observe the workings of the environment. You have appreciation of what we do there. So was 2024, November 28th. May his soul rest in peace. The very day our political godfather, the founding member of the founding father of our political party, Senator P.Y. Johnson, the very day he responded to our makeup, I received a call. My minister said to me, "You have to rush to NIMA." So what he said, "There's a strike action. I want you to go and resolve the issue." Then I said, "No, I cannot make a trip because our father is hospitalized at that time." So we thought to give it some time, and people keep calling. Again, for the sake of our people and the work we do, we are took to get into these things on a regular basis. We were able to fly to Yekepa. That was on November 28th. I spent 2 days, 2 nights in that area with a single shy on me from my office, from the hospital in Yekepa, presided over a case presented by the aggrieved worker. I have a copy of the document I will share with your people, with your institution. So it was a day and night conversation with them. They came out, they presented their plots, and what I listened to, the HR from Meta and her team were present. The compliance department were also present. The aggrieved worker were represented. AFCON management were represented. It was a full team. So we had a conversation. They presented plan. So from there, we came up with a resolution. And then I left the following time. I came back to Monrovia. To my understanding, and everything we agree upon was signed to, and the aggrieved workers received a just benefit. That was in 2024, November 28th, 29. So I think in December 2024, they received a just benefit. Fair enough. They've been working, they're going to work, everything been good. We pray that the institution, the management, and the workers work in harmonies. So in 2025, I was on a national duty and I received a call that few of our colleagues, some distinguished, went to Yekepa again on another issues. They were resolved. To my understanding, February 14, no, is it 14? February 9, 2026, I received a call from my boss man on the Rokobo Derek Kura. He's out on a national duty. He asked me to go back to NIMA to listen to the plot of the aggrieved workers. So without delay, dispatched a team of 5 men to NIMA. We slept the next day. We had a conversation. We got there, and then they made a representation. So there wasn't a full-scale investigation that the parties will be represented by a legal counsel. But when I got there, it was made clear to them that each party should be represented by a counsel, a legal counsel that would be able to interpret the decent way to have appreciation of our workings. So they said they were okay, they were cool with it. We had a conversation the first night. They presented a plot, and those count was all about deduction in salary. They did mention of overtime calculation, NASCO deduction, income tax. They also talk about our leadership, and they spoke about the water, and they also mentioned about holiday calculation. Lastly, hazard. So I invited them. When they came in, we asked few questions, and then in the response, this document was presented by the aggrieved record. I will share a copy with you. I will share a copy with you. Copy of this document I will share with you. And then they came out. They talk about hazard benefit. They talk about end of project benefit. So in the meeting, it was an open meeting. It was on camera. So I said to them, everyone should have that recording. They should record the conversation. So the spokesperson for the organization, for the aggrieved workers, happened to be Christopher Weir. He took on stage and then he explained, make us to understand. When he talk about hazard, it was discussed. Then we did it bit by bit. I wanted every one of them to have appreciation to get it included into the conversation. So he came and explained. When it came to hazard, because in 2024, I presided. Oh my God, sorry. Marvin, start the machine. Sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm out of sorry. In 2024, yeah, in 2024, I presided over that resolution, or the MOU that was signed, that we mentioned about. At first, AFCON never had ESIC health benefit, meaning that's not benefit, but checkup. When you are recruited, AFCON take you to the hospital, you go through the process through examination. But when you are exiting, AFCON did not do so. So in the meeting, we instructed them to always have ESIC examination, medical examination. That means you came to work fit. If you are leaving, you have to know your.
well, is it from my end or you guys are hearing him? Shall we take good evening and welcome, Chief?
So what is the
Health solution that
Thank
was
you,
agreed.
Junior, can you put Emmanuel at the back yet until he get light? Because we're not seeing him. And so.
And then
Okay, Minister Zoe. Okay, great.
So we can talk, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Graduate first, and then.
So in that meeting, AFCON agreed, the parties agree that every ESIC should have a medical checkup.
Mm-hmm.
So we agree on that. So when they brought that to my attention, and I asked 3 questions to management. And management said, yes, we've been doing this. We have over 6-7 persons that were leaving the institution. Some of them had our problem. We took them to Morovia, and some of them we took them to this, and they were treated. Then the aggrieved record said, in our meeting, we have 4 or 5 cases. We have 4 or 5 cases that some of our colleagues came to work. Some of them have honor in our local language called honor. Mm-hmm. And then they went through surgery. They treated themselves, and management refused to respond to that bill. So when that came to our attention, we requested that management should pay all those with that case. They were agreed. Management accepted. The aggrieved record also accepted. Then we went further. We discussed the calculation of the overtime. The calculation of overtime. In a decent way, I cleared that overtime calculation is 1.5. So we went through it, they have appreciation of it. And, you know, so when we did it, they understood it. They have to be 1.5 times the hourly rate, daily rate. When that was done, they have understanding we left. The next issue they talk about end of project benefit. Let's be honest. I'm an activist. We all pass that route. I came from that same side. I understand where they came from. I listen to them. But let's be honest. No way that you will work for that institution. And then at the end, because you said the person paid on the other project, you should have share of that. I will share capital of the communication with you. So when that happened, I told them squarely, they requested for 10,000 each person. I have copy here in their own right out. They said the institution should give 10,000 United States dollars to each person as end of project benefit. End of project benefit. I will share copy with you. So I said it's not by law. It's not by law. When they say we already in December gave bonuses to them. The Basel Buchanan Group received $300 and the NEMA chapter received another $300 that have to do with bonus appreciation. Then I make that the honor say it's a handshake. In a good faith, the accepted will pass. So they discussed about the holidays. Holidays should be on double salary. For example, if you make, hey man, what the God? Give me. If you per day, if you work on a holiday, it should be double, meaning 8 times 2, it'll be $18. So some of them said management did not pay them, but then they had issue with it. And those without issue were established, and we told management to pay them. They all agreed. So when that happened, with this, we had a calculation on that and we accepted. Then the third one we had was calculation on deduction on salary. They said, oh, some of them said 3 cents were deducted, 4 cents were deducted, 2 cents were deducted. And then the management, that of Asla Meta representative, agreed to provide auditor from Meta. So they all agreed. The auditor was to be with us. We scheduled for Tuesday. That was this week Tuesday. And the auditor accepted to join to carry on the verification after reconciliation. Then they can have those that will be captured, they will be reimbursed. That was also done. Then they discussed about the NASCO. In the meeting, I invited the director. The director spoke with them. They asked few questions, he answered. He also told them, I will be there on Tuesday, 11 o'clock for us to have a section where you can have appreciation of what you've been doing. Then they all agree. Then the last one, that was on the 13th of February, around 6, 7 o'clock p.m. After all of the conversation, agree worker, I had separate meeting with them. That's it. Or sometimes we'll get to places we want to understand what it stands for, to understand our plan. Then we met with them. They were honest. They said to me, Minister, everything you said, we understand all. But what we want you to do is to prevail on management to pay us 125 United States. In my possession, I have resolution, I have MOU that was signed by them in 2025. So I said, how? They said in Buchanan, they serve, in fact, Buchanan Group benefited to 125 with 3 bottles of water. So we want to benefit the same. The water we're drinking is contaminated. In that meeting, we set a team, 4 persons from outside, 1 from management, and 2 persons from labor And they went there, they brought, in fact, they draw the whole book down. And they said to us, the local Indians were drinking the water, but the bosses refused to drink the water. In our presence, without asking, the Indians drank the water. They had issue with it. Why the men had to drink the water? So we put stop to a procedure. So the 125 they talk about is the issue they discuss. So we said to them, and I said in the meeting to them, I'm going to have a conversation with management. And I invited management in. I said, okay, your workers are saying that in December you pay 125, in fact, you pay $300 as bonus to them. Now, in June 2025, Buchanan raised concern, and Buchanan will pay 125. They want to benefit the same. Right in our present management said they want to talk, they want to have conversation with the top management. That means that bosses in India were already late. After 8, they could not continue conversation with us. So based on this, they left. The following day, we got there. When we got there, presentation was made, and management said, they took on the floor, they said, oh, we talked with our bosses, and our bosses said that we cannot make this payment because document was signed between we and these people. Buchanan issue was different in a different case because
Wow. Whoa. Okay. Folks, if you just joining us here tonight, you are listening to the Heat Hour program on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. In tonight's edition of the show, we are hosting Deputy Minister, Assistant Minister for Labor, staying at the Ministry of Labor in Liberia, Minister Allen Zor. He joined us here tonight on the show.
Buchanan came up with this, and this were a task. We presented this. They were in the
Again, Chief, welcome back. Are you hearing us now?
Okay, yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, go ahead. All right, I think he's having some calls there, but we hope he join us back with a conversation. A lot of aggrieved workers in the comment section, and they got so many questions to ask. Go ahead, Chief.
Okay, so right after the conversation, the aggrieved team said to me, and the team was set up. So they said, no, we need this money by our cost. Granted. Then I said to them, okay, they agree. Management paid this money, 125 to Buchanan AFCON. Now you said the water is contaminated. AFCON came out and said they gave us a certificate from ELA. Yeah, no, that group accredited by EPA with a certificate. They did the testing. So since you want to have appreciation of this, what we do, I want a team that will go with us to Monrovia, 4 persons from the aggrieved worker, 2 persons for AFCON, 2 persons from META, and labor representation. Go to Monrovia, sit in a lab, and test the water. If it's confirmed that this water is contaminated, the ministry will be finding this institution, and your request, the 125 might even be lesser than what you think. He said, no.
Oh.
All this money, then this will.
Well, I think our guest is having some network problem. Again, if you are listening to us on the show tonight and you want to make your contribution, you got a question to ask the minister here to tonight on the show, especially those from AFCON, the aggrieved workers. You can call us on the number you see on your screen. We are very sorry we only have a WhatsApp number for now, and you can call us on this number and then be able to.
If you still have some.
Go ahead.
The problem
Go
is
ahead,
not from
Minister.
me. I'm still on hearing you. Maybe the other guys are not hearing, but I'm hearing you. I've been on. Maybe the network from your side. So when they
Let's
said
hear you
that,
now. Mhm.
so they said to me, I should remain in Sanikole and instruct them to do the 125 payment. So the first argument with the 10,000 per each person was defeated. They had appreciation of it. The 2,005 each person, each worker, they also have appreciation of it. The deduction in salary, the 4% was settled. But the demand now is the 125 USD with 3 bottle of water to be paid to them. So I said to them, let's set a team. Tuesday morning, 14 from the agreed worker, 2 persons from Meta will also represented, and labor will be represented. The agreed worker come with 4 persons, then we all can go to Morovia and tax the water. They said, no, in fact, we're leaving. If you cannot prevail on them to pay all the money, there will be no work. The first thing is we condemn the strike action. The minister went to Basel, condemn it. Minister spoke with them. Our ministry had press conference, condemn the action because there was an agreement between they and management in 2025 December when they received 300 United States dollars. I had copy of that document signed by the leadership, signed by the iPhone leadership. After receiving the money, some people were paid. In fact, every one of them were paid. But at the 11 hours, when they raised issue, according to them, the agreed worker, management said that the 1 person contract was terminated, according to them. Then, in the meeting, we said, say you say that the 1 person contract is, the dismissal was, do this. The wrongful dismissal, we urge them to go to court, meaning they have to go through the full scale investigation for us to have appreciation to know whether or not if the person wrong or right, then we know the kind of place to fit, the place to put them. Then they said to them, okay, that has happened. I left there, they did communication, they did a formal complaint to the labor ministry. Then they talk about they talk about payment. The deduction, 4%, we agree. So I said to them, I can't be the one to make that decision to push this guy to say, okay, pay the 125. If you agree with me, we go to Morovia. After testing the water, if EPA says this water is not safe for your consumption, the institution might even pay more than this. We all agree in good faith. We had a press conference. We left from Sanikole. I came to Morovia. To my utmost surprise, where I have been cases and somebody called me that, oh, this SYC is happening in Nema. In fact, some of them were calling me the same link to me when they spread misleading information. So that's what happened. So everything we say here, we have documentation to that. We have document that will prove that they prove in my absence, they sign my absence. I have gone there to restore peace. That has been our job to do.
Great. That's a wonderful explanation. And I think now we've heard your side of the story, I would say that. But the aggrieved workers, they are listening tonight, and we might please call to some of them so that they can ask some of those questions tonight. But let me ask you, since the arrest was made yesterday, have you tried to get to the Nema Police Detachment to see how many people were arrested and what are your effort in making it to be released?
Sorry, come again.
Since the arrest yesterday in Yekepa, what have been your efforts in identifying those folks and also to get them released?
My effort. The first thing, we in constant communication with the local authority. Now, the action yesterday again is condemned. You listen to the caucus, they give me the condemn the action. It's condemned. Tomorrow, the caucus invited us. We'll be having conversation with them. We'll have a meeting with the caucus. After the meeting, I know some steps will be taken. But I will condemn. Let me say this. I'm an activist. I came from Nasinsa. The mindset. I remember when I was arrested, jail, when I said somebody that came to me, they said the former superintendent Fonz Wagler want to matter against your advocacy, the man received 200,000. Without having appreciation, without asking what's going on one radio, I said, "Phone, I was happy. Where it came from? He just somebody said the person received money, received bribe without having proof. That be honest, Abronima, I'll be the happiest to see my brothers and sisters making progress than even when I go home to see problem. I have never felt fun since I saw the post, I saw the video yesterday. Because you know why? This is our generation. I'm a young man, Abronima, I got children. They all follow the social media, they read these things, and it comes right back to me. Things I had no idea of when they're saying it against me. It hurt me. It hurt me. So, to be very honest with you, they are our brothers, and some of them, they are not from Nima. I understand some of them, they are not from Nima, but they are just there to tarnish the good image of Nima. So everything that happened in Nima, they say that Nima people. We don't have no we are from Nima, but they are the one leading people to disrupt. They are the one bringing chaos into the country. So the law will take a course. To be very honest online tonight, all those that had issue disarming police officer is unlawful. No one will embrace that. That you go to work, wherein you have plans, you got many ways to. We are not fighting war. As I said to them, they have video to that. I said, if you are not okay with my opinion, find a legal team to still go to court. And they all signed to that sense in December that every time they had issue, 1 month prior to the protest, they should write. They should write the labor ministry, write the local authority, inform them about your concern. If we fail to listen to your plan, then you have an issue to go. But just December 18, you receive $300. December, and what I forgot. In one of the accounts, they said, management said to them, 31 persons, 77 persons will be, the contract will terminate, will end in February, in January, March. So those with that, those are found are fall in the group should stay home, and then they will be paid at benefit, meaning you are not working, but you will be paid for overtime. You know what they say? If they stay home, management should pay them lunch hour. Management should provide lunch for them while home. They say, no, you don't do that. You already home, you are not going to where the people giving you your benefit. You getting, for example, if you're making $400, your 400 constant without no deduction. Then you asking them because they ask you to stay home, you are entitled to lunch. They should also provide you the 1 more lunch. I said, no. They all agree with our conversation about where in the world these things happen. So that's what happened.
Now, with the issue of the water, how long will it take for the testing to be done and for the result to be out? And if the result is out, and
Very
AFCON is
simple.
held,
It's very
go ahead.
It's very simple. If the leadership on Tuesday was to just go back to what we said to them, our agreement to come to Monrovia on Tuesday, it's going to take them just a few hours to do testing of the water. Within 2-3 hours time, we get a result. Then that has been settled for a long time. And we agree that we should all meet on Tuesday. Management was to provide transportation to transport the team to Monrovia. And they all agree we got sample of the water. You not believe? There's a bottle they brought, they said the water they've been drinking. If you compare the bottle they presented and the water they brought from the side, you'll be very confused to notice that these are things they've been saying. No. So if only the aggrieved leadership was to listen and come to Monrovia on Tuesday, the whole battle been laid to rest.
So when you went to Nima, Minister, did you visit the water site? Did you see the environment of it? And how was it to you in
So
your personal?
I visited in 2024. 2 other ministers visited in 2025. Our team went and visited before and brought sample to us, because the importance of that conversation, I sat with them for that long time, from the 9 to the 14, to make sure to look into this matter. So I did not go there my recent trip to Nima, but I have been there. I visited there. I saw the site.
So, because we have a video in our possession here, when you went there in 2024, you visited the site and you warned AFCON that the site was not good. It was not hygienic. You told them to
Yeah.
take action on that. Now, when you went back in 2026, you didn't visit the site. Have you gathered any other evidence from the site, like people bringing you photos of the site for you to see it for yourself? And since you spoke to AFCON that time in 2024, have you ever hear back from them their feedback as to the hygienic site of that area?
This is how it works, right?
Mhm.
We have team. We have our local offices that are responsible to give us information.
Okay.
This institution is governed by another person. You have a CEO. You have a manager that monitor the day-to-day affair of this particular station, right?
Mhm.
So, for example, CIWT is charged with the responsibility to do monitoring of this station. CIWT will come and give you briefing that yes, about this time, these things have been done. These things have been done. For example, the Minister for Labor, he doesn't go everywhere, but we go. We say inspectors on the field. Inspector come to me with information. Compile document, go to minister. Based on what inspector tells me, why is true that it's important to ensure due diligence. When inspector come to me with a report, with the level of report information provided, give information to my bosses. Sometimes do due diligence if the need is necessary. With the Kepa case, I have been there. My boss man also gone there. The Deputy Minister for Manpower, Planning and Manpower, gone there last year. Other ministers gone there. The regional labor always there. So information gathered from them tells me that what was discussed in 2024 is on course. So when the water issue came, I halted the conversation to have appreciation of what they've been saying. And mind you, and after when the water arrived, they said we should not dwell on the water issue. We should have different conversation. That's where the problem came from.
Oh, okay. Now I'm understanding the point. Let me go to CIWT. CIWT, you can ask your 2 questions, and after you will go to Amma and the other folks. Now, those of you listening to us and panelists, I beg you, the people that got an issue, they are calling tonight. So if they call, please permit me so we can put them through to ask 1 or 2 questions to the minister. CIWT, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, John, I won't mind if the people are calling to put them through, because the essence of this program is the labor ministry to provide information, because this is very cardinal and it boils around the security and the welfare of our people. So if the people
Thank
are
you.
available online, I think it's important. Once it's available, it's never stable, we can speak to the people. For me, if
Thank you.
it's
So if you are listening to us, those of you who were calling, you can call us on the numbers you see on your screen, and we will put you through tonight to ask the minister 1 question and 1 question only. But while we are with them, CIWT, you can ask your question, Chief.
okay, thank you. Gian, and to good evening, Honorable Minister.
Good evening.
It's a pleasure to be on the platform. And good evening to Mr. Badier and CDC Amma Brooks. So for me, it's not really a question. I'm sorry I've been in your meeting, so I just came. But then the meat of the discussion here is about the demonstration that was held yesterday. I don't know whether you touched that aspect, but what is happening is not only unique to Nimba. I think this is happening everywhere in Liberia, and the labor sector, and the government that we all support is the issue about job. Like other people will say, the bread and butter situation is one of the key things. That's why this administration is doing everything in our power and providing job to Liberians. So my take to the labor ministry, if that would be a question or maybe explanation, is that when you are job work these guys are doing up the amount it requires labor. And some of these agreements, if they have agreement and people are not living up to it, it requires rigorous monitoring. So I don't know whether your team on ground are actually, carry on rigorous monitoring. Because mind you, if the relationship between the workforce and that of the employer, there will be no peace. So because the other day the labor commissioner came here, we did not really go through all of the conversation due to the network. So I want to know. I know you have said about the issue of monitoring and evaluation and how effective most of these agreements are. Because if you could go there as bosses after discussion when you leave, the implementation of all of what you said and put down paper, whether it's being implemented. For me, that's the key concern.
So let me answer your question. Every contract in country is per rule and certified by labor. Get this. Before the issuance of any contract is per rule certified by labor. So that's why every contract you see a proof that you see labor standard. Meaning, if the institution want to give contract to our people, our citizens, they bring copy of the contract to us. We sit, have appreciation of it, go through it, discuss it with them to know the one are okay for them, the one that will not be good for them. As after reconciliation, get a final copy to be printed and given to them. That's why every contractor, if you receive any contract received from any institution, you are entitled to copy of the contract that you take your time.
I beg you, this person has been calling, so let's speak to them shortly. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Saint Gail, and I join you from Yekepa.
Okay, Sam, let's hear you tonight. 1 minute. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for your show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for your show. I really appreciate, Minister Zoff, your appearing on your show tonight to explain himself. I think that you really part of the government, in person of Ambassador Joseph Yvonne Pouaka and Jeremiah Kwan are doing extremely well, but there are some elements in the government that are trying to tarnish the reputation of the government. So there are three issues that Minister Zoff raised that I want to make clarity to, because I'm one of the victims from what you just explained.
Let's give you 1 minute.
Am I live?
Yeah, you can. Do you have a question, Chief?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, there are some issues. Yeah, there are some issues that he spoke of, and I want to make clarity to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, 3 years back, he talked about overtime. 3 years back, Minister Cooper Crack came on Montagade. Am I live?
Go ahead, Chief. You got less time.
Okay. Let me just put it as a question. 3 years back, Minister Cooper Crack came on Montagade, and he talked about overtime. And then, if you work for AFCOM's Infrastructure Limited, if you work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., that's a regular time. So any hour exceed that is considered an overtime. And he mentioned about 1.5. But usually, if you work for that period of time exceeding maybe from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., AFCOM get you 1.3 instead of 1.5 in all ways to the Commission of Labor in Lima and also to Minister Zoff and Minister Kura. And there have been nothing been done about it.
Thank you.
He also spoke of SA Medical. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead shortly.
If you go to a medical facility by law, after you are done a test, it is bounded upon a medical personnel to explain, what's the issue you have been going to. But if you go for SA Medical, if you do your medical, there's been no explanation. They will just say, oh, go. Without any explanation to you. We also raise that issue to the Labor Commission here.
Thank you. He asked 2 questions. We have this person. Good evening.
Hello, how are you doing, Chief?
I'm doing great. What's your name and where do you join us from?
Okay, I'm doing you live from Sunny Gode.
What is your name?
Yeah, I'm Dr. The Westfield of Afcon.
Go ahead. Let's hear your one question.
All right. Yes, I want to ask our assistant minister in studio. I want to ask him a few questions.
Go ahead.
All right. Honorable Minister, through your expose, you said when you came here recent, but
well, the network, I don't think it's okay from its end. Again, folks, you can call us on the numbers you see on your screen. We are this person. Good evening. Hello. Yeah, these people want to make their input, but the network is not giving problem. Minister, you can respond to the first caller and then respond to Siawete.
So Saturday issue being handled. I already discussed. I spoke about it. But the second person question,
I beg you. The man got plenty of questions for you tonight. Good evening.
Hello?
What's your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Kuya. I'm also calling from Sunny Gode.
Let's hear you. Your one question, please.
Okay. I issue I've been drawn to the user at the studio there right now. There are so many constraints the workers of this man. The minister Info came here once. He made so many points that we all the workers were very, very happy and we celebrated a lot. But later he came out and said it was a slip of tongue. The later he came here and said Saturday, if you work Saturday from the morning to 12 o'clock, it's supposed to go any hour above, it's overtime. We work up to 12 to 12 of the month for Apple Infrastructure Limited. He said Sunday is times 2. We came in and said all of these things. We took it into consideration. And we even celebrated, but later he came in all the things. They said it was a slip of tongue. That's what the Aswa kind of blew out personally. None of Aswa Metal employees will tell you that they are drinking water from off the mine. But it's only Apple Infrastructure Limited company that is drinking water from off the mine.
So, but the water thing. Wait, now let me ask you. Let me ask you. The water thing, according to the minister, he said they met with your leadership and asked that you guys should go to Monrovia for testing. Why did you guys refuse to do that?
We never refused. And they requested for delegates to follow it. And the next day they refused to carry the delegates. They said they would do it. They would do that first. Ask anybody they said they want to confront EP and the EP or environmentalist. They said the water was good. And we don't go. There were no documents. There was no documents that said the environment the water was good.
All right, thank you. Minister,
okay.
You
so let me respond to I educated it last time. I wanted to read chapter 17 of the Decent Work Act. The calculation is clear. It's clear. Every section in our meeting, I quoted every section to them, and the lesson they all read. You know what happening? I try to take them out of the misery. You know, they continue to read the old labor law. We're dealing with 2015 Decent Work Act. That's the law we're dealing with. The other guy that talked about the minister where I don't know, he quoted me that I said over time or I said something was devil. Play the recording. If you hear me, I never going to name out to make such statement. I will never do so. The Decent Work Act is the food I eat daily. It is dinner I have to go to bed. So it's something that is here. I will never mislead nobody. They say, oh, go do this one. So I want you to play the recording. If you listen to me, God's telling you that Sunday is devil, that the Saturday should be this. No. That's just it. Overtime calculation. Chapter 17 of the Decent Work I read it. If you start work 7 o'clock, you are entitled to 8 hours. So start checking for 7. The argument was they leave their home 5 o'clock to get on bus and go to work. Then I said to them, at what time do you sign? Someone said 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So if you go to work and sign 7 o'clock, that means that's the time you sign in. You started work already, right? So from 7, that means 3 o'clock, your time will be off. From 3, 4 upward, if you stay on job, you have an overtime. That's what I said. And second,
Thank you.
take on here, he admitted that there was a thing seller to come to Monrovia. And that was on Saturday. Sunday was on holiday. And they refused to listen to us to come to Monrovia. Why would you protest when we set up a committee to come to Monrovia? And you have a good point. I said you haven't raised a point. So whether or not these things are okay or not, let's go to Monrovia and conclude. Monrovia will be the best place for them to come up with a verdict that yes, this water is contaminated, or what this water is safe for your consumption. It was prudent enough to allow it to go through the process. Then you go in the street.
Thank you. We have this caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where do you join us from?
Christopher, we are the head of the Grief Workers of AFCONS.
Great. Christopher, welcome. Let's hear you this evening. Since you are the head of the Grief Workers, we'll give you at least 5 minutes to make your case, and then the minister will respond to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I really want to appreciate you guys, even though I'm chased out of my house, my comfort, by the Liberia National Police, but I will try to at least talk more.
Were you part of the protest yesterday?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
It was not a protest.
All right, let's hear you, Chief.
I want to come to the issue first before we talk about what happened yesterday.
Go ahead.
Anyway, thank God that WIA is not from Nima, but WIA can talk for the people of Nima. He saw it from here. He can compromise the issue about the people of Nima.
So,
No. You gotta.
Yeah. So the minister is just confusing, the audience. He's not even going through, what is on the paper there.
So let me ask you some basic question now. When you guys spoke of your overtime, have that overtime issue been settled with you people?
That ticket, you see, he just left. He on financial malpractices. And
No. Wait. No, you don't have a conversation like that. We want to understand your side of the story. So if we ask you a question, don't go about ringing.
The water issue was not settled. It has not been settled.
So are you saying you guys are not being paid for your overtime? Is that what you're saying here tonight?
Thank you. We have been paid, but not 1.5. We have been paid 1.31.
Okay, great. Now, what are some of the issues that led to your protest yesterday?
Emmanuel's law, Minister Emmanuel's law is the cause of what you saw happening yesterday.
How?
And I want to be very straight to that. We had engagement with AFCON management through the local authority, labor commissioner, and AML compliance. After we wrote 3 main counts that talked about hazard benefit, financial malpractices, and end of project benefit. They were all trash, and they were all considered as something that was not according to law at the first meeting that we have with them. Later on, police commander called for the Minister of Labor to come to Nima, and then he sent our brother, in fact, the people of Nima brother, Emmanuel Zor, because he's saying I'm not from Nima. So Emmanuel Zor came here, and then he presided over the case. He started very fun. We went through the hazard benefit. AML said that they cannot provide hazard benefit. Why? Because when they provide hazard benefit, we start from 2005 when they came in like pursuit of big issue. You understand? So they just trash and they want to trash that. But under the hazard benefit, we have chemical hazard, we have physical hazard, we have environmental and biological hazard. So environmental and biological hazard have post sanitation, and then we have air pollution, and we have contaminated water.
Now let me ask you some questions. So the whole conversation here is centered around the Decent Work Act of 2018. Is there anything in the law that you've been reading that says you should be paid for end of project?
Good. The end of project, according to the decent work out of 2015, it said that all depends how the project ends. And it can be requested by the worker, and they can provide benefits like that. But the issue about the end of project benefit is that we're not according to law. But you know what? AFCON provided MOU form the canon that says that we receive end of project benefit. So that means it's by law. And
So do
AFCON gave
you
end of
have a
project
copy of
benefit
that
to Ghana
MOU?
people.
Do you have a copy of
$300.
that MOU?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
So
have a
according to the MOU that AFCON provided to us in the hearing, they provided MOU that says that Ghana people were paid $300. And in December of last year, around the 23rd of December, AFCON brought money. They brought $300. We're just working with all that. Oh, money have come for you people to appreciate you. When we look on the envelope, we saw appreciation. We saw motivational gift. So when we ask for our end of project benefit, they say you cannot receive end of project benefit because you have received it through the MOU from Buchanan. So that means we understood that and we forgot about that. Are you there with me?
Yes, sir.
Well, yes. So that whole end of project benefits, our field leadership in Kowu with AFCON management and the 2HR, we saw their signature on that paper that he's talking about. MOU from Buchanan.
So now, let me take you to the water issue quick before we take leave of you. Let me take you to the water issue before we take leave of you. We invite you here separately so that we can have a lengthy conversation with you. The water issue, the minister said you guys were invited to go to Monrovia. I'm pretty sure you were part of that team. Why did you refuse to go to Monrovia?
We did not refuse, and I want to provide short clarity on that. And I hope that I will have a lengthy conversation around this thing. I will show video evidences of all the proceedings from start to end for about 3 days. The issue about the water, we raised MOU from Buchanan. In that MOU, AFCON gave Buchanan workers $300, $125 plus 3 bottle of water per day on June 16, 2005. Yeah. So we said that you said that we receive end of project benefit through MOU. So the other MOU says that
Chief, why you guys didn't go to Monrovia?
Management to agree that the MOU hold them. And AFCON management agreed that they were coming back the next day to negotiate on how to pay the money. When we came the next day, the minister said AFCON management said they do not have money for us.
No, you've not answered the question yet. Why you guys refused to go to Monrovia to test the water?
We did not refuse to go to Monrovia.
Did you show up on Tuesday?
The minister EPA tested the water. We provided document that it was not EPA. Minister was surprised, AML was surprised. They asked AFCON for certificate for EPA. AFCON will not provide certificate. They asked AFCON if EPA representative was present when they were doing the water testing, or the labor commissioner, inspector said that there was no representative from EPA there. So the AML compliance said, but there is a brief issues. And AFCON, of course, AFCON agreed. They said we should get a chance to send an email to India for them to come to us the next day to arrange about our water payment.
Thank you.
Only for Marisol to compromise and turn the whole case over, saying that one more point in the water in Buchanan, they don't have benefit for us.
Thank you.
I will do everything he talked about it.
Thank you. So we will call you to get your side of the story very clear. We invite you on here. All we need is peace. What we saw yesterday in the video from Yekepa, it was bad, and I don't think we should have gone that route. But I will call you after the show. Let the minister respond to you.
It was all planned by AML security, order the police to blast through our member by force and fire tear gas in our presence.
Thank you.
We were peaceful. We wanted to go to management and ask for our water benefit as all and leave that side.
Thank you.
You understand? Until
why I would say to you is, you guys please go to Monrovia and test the water. And when AFCON is found guilty of
but Junior, 1 second here, because the conversation, I don't know how you're going.
Okay, thank you.
We don't know the phone making sense enough.
The law.
Thank you.
AML is not drinking that water.
Thank you.
What happened through the MOU in 2024? The Ministry of Labor mandated AFCON to provide AFCON lab to the worker. Why is the water up to this time?
Thank you.
Okay.
Now,
that video for it.
Thank you, Chief.
Junior, I copied some things from the conversation, and
yeah, we will come to you, Chief.
I need to really talk to the minister too. So
yeah, let the minister respond, and we can ask it. Minister, go ahead.
So thank God that he came through. But let me provide his clarity. The first thing, he said there was no committee setup. One of his colleagues came on and said there was a team setup to go to Monrovia, but he denied it. So let me just establish where he comes from. The second thing, he also mentioned that I instructed the institution to do taxing of water in 2024. And I did it. And the third one, he said, on Friday, I said to them the institution will pay. I did not say so. It was an open conversation. They have recalling to that. I asked management, this is the prayer. The agreed record prayed that management should pay 125 plus 3 bottles of water. And it's okay. We cannot make decision here. We have to meet with senior management. That was the confusion came in. So I'm not the one telling them don't do it. No. Almost we are the twins mother. So I'm there to weigh the both sides to make sure to establish harmony at workplace. So you cannot tell me because the institution is saying they cannot do this, then in your right mind you say, okay, but then since they are not doing, this person will do this. And let me be on record. Since I started there, since I met the people, I'm not taking a dime. I ate nothing from them, a poor man generation. But whosoever you feel you can turn this from repetition, I will have a lawsuit against you. I'm serious about it. I have taken nothing from them, and I will do just what the law says I should do. I will work in the confines of the law. You sign document in my absence. I wasn't there when you signed the document. I'm not the one who coerced you to say sign. You sign onto them when you receive a $300. I wasn't around. Was I there? No. Those leaderships signed onto that. The minister presided over the meeting discussing in Buchanan. And Nima chapter received copy of that. They signed onto that resolution. And then when I got there, they say, you know why? We signed on it. We signed after 2 days. Then I asked them, what was the reason of you signing for $300? They because Buchanan signed. Buchanan signed, but you did not peruse the communication before signing. As an educated person. So I mean, if the team willing, they come to Monrovia, they go through the taxi, they go back. The very day we get resolved, if the institution, if management is not doing the right thing, they will be fined. Like I said in the video, you say there, they will be fined 100,000 plus, and then the NIMBA chapter will receive that just benefit. I'm not the one telling them, oh, we cannot receive money, go receive. They brought copy of it to me. And based on the document presented, I asked management to respond to the document that they presented. I'm not the one looking for evidence. Mind you, they came with it. They brought it on proof. They said, okay, this is it. Buchanan chapter received this one, so we are bound to receive it. So what should I do? Should I tell management to work force them without establishing a fact? That's not by law. Law is all by reasoning. So I should go through it to get fact. That what relies when I say, okay, management pay this. And management come out tomorrow with EPA test the water, and the water is not contaminated. Then again, I will be taking the blame.
Thank you. I think a lot of problem still down there, Minister. You guys need
General, let me come as a. I got a question for the minister, please. Mr.
Go ahead,
Minister, I'm concerned. Liberia is our country. Nimba is our country. The citizens of Liberia are our people. I think their rights should be prioritized. Mr. Minister, according to what you are explaining on the show, the 2015 Decent Work Act, have you ever made a copy and posted in the area where people will go and see to explain in detail, highlight it, and explain to the young people, Liberia's problem is reading. Many of our people don't read. Have you ever made an effort making a copy of it?
So back to you. Let me take you back.
Can I finish, sir?
Okay, go ahead.
My question to you, have you ever made a copy and highlight it and post it in a location where these people will see it and say, yes, Decent Work Act says so thing, and they have not followed?
Bro, thank you for your question. What do you work?
What did I work?
Yeah, what do you work?
Is it important at this stage?
It's very important to answer your question. I just want to have appreciation of what you work to give you answer to your question.
I work for the state of Minnesota.
Very good. Where you work, do you have a bulletin? Do you have a labor representation assigned at the various institution?
We don't have a labor, but we have a union.
Okay.
And we have
Very
an
good.
HR department.
So for this institution, they are not union law, they are contractor. They have the local leadership. It's the responsibility of the human resource manager to relate and to provide civil education for every workforce. It's not labor. Our job is to create harmony at job site. So we will not be the one to go down the line to provide civil education. What we do is to train the various HR. That's why at the Ministry of Labor, we have the manpower division that is responsible to provide training for the various HR. So after your training, you go with the HR manual to educate them. Every inspection done by the Labor Ministry, we request for a few documents that have to do with your health and safety policy, your HR policy. In that policy, will give us appreciation of what you provide to your service, the services you are providing. So we are not in no way liable, not going down to provide civil education. You know what you're talking about?
So
if we have, listen, let me learn, protect me. If you charge us with the responsibility to go to every institution to provide civil education, you know what you're talking about? What's the essence of you having an HR at every workplace? No, we should not be held liable for that.
Well, so understand
even where you work, you have a union, and union also is governed by the HR Bureau. Am I correct?
Thank you.
I can explain to you. My question.
No, am I correct? Now the union also work with the HR Bureau. Am I correct?
They work with the HR. They work with the company as well. So because what you're explaining to me, it sounds like you said the Labor Ministry train the HR, and then the HR takes the manual and take it to the company. Is that correct? What I'm hearing, right? You got train your HR. Is that correct?
Every HR report to the Deputy Minister for Manpower for training, manpower development training. That's what I said to you,
Mr. Minister. So listen to me. If you treat HR and you give HR the manual that they're supposed to take it to the website, so and this thing has not been one day thing. If it's happening and you are here, you quote the Decent Work out of 2015. Mr. Minister, how is it difficult for you as an assistant minister to print out this whole thing, since there's a conflict coming from that area, where you say, okay, Madam HR or Mr. HR, is it
Let me
possible?
take you,
Can you take
Sarah. Let
this?
me take you out of misery. Let me take you out of misery. Let me get this clear. Sarah, no, I understand what you're driving at. Let me get this clear. Sarah, every workplace that is unionized, the union is charged with the responsibility to carry on civil education. With this case, as I said, they are not unionized. They are contractors. Contractors have their head. They have local leadership. And the local leadership is supervised by the HR Bureau. Very simple. Very simple. And in every county, the labor ministry has local authority, local representation. The commissioner is in the county. We got a deputy commissioner there. We have inspectors there that inspect on a regular basis. If for any reason, any employee or contractor have issue, this issue will be reported to the labor ministry. Whether or not you on job or not, if you have an issue, any issue that you have, you can still be on job and complain to the labor ministry. The labor ministry will hear your complaint. For example, these people have been having issues since 2024, and they did not complain. If they wrote the labor ministry, whenever they write, will go and listen to that complaint without intimidation, without taking side with anybody. You leave on job. We allow you go through your case. That means, fair enough, we are ensured due diligence for everyone's voice to be heard. That's what we're saying. That's why you saw us going in 2024. You saw us going in 2025 because they raised concern. And with this concern, through our local offices in the various counties, we go and listen to what their plans are.
Okay. My last
Thank you.
Junior.
Your last question, Chief. But before you ask your last question, if you are listening and you still want to make your input, we got a few minutes on the show. You can call us on the numbers you see on your screen. Mr. Lance Bagonyon was calling us, and I think he wanted to make an input. But let's hear you, and we'll go to him.
So, Mr. Minister, again, okay, let's lay that one. So the water contamination, Mr. Minister, have you, as a labor ministry, like I said, the safety of our people is also important, whether they are contractor or they are not contractor, they are direct employee, they are not direct employee, they are Liberian, and their health is important as well. These folks have been complaining about contamination of water in Yekepa area there. Have you guys telling them to take water to carry the Monrovia to be tested? Why can't you guys send a team to Yekepa to test the water since they have been a complaint?
Cyrus, there's a resolution copy I just sent to what is his name again? To Sawate, he will share with every one of you. Okay. There was a committee set up by me. Quote me, he said it, by me. They came to Monrovia on 3 counts. 1, LRA, 2, they have to do with NASGON, 3, the contaminated water issue. And when they came to Monrovia and calling to them in my last meeting with them in San Nicolas on the 13th, I was made to understand that the leadership came to Monrovia and they went through to the lab, they went to the water lab, and the water was texted and calling to them on record and signed. When they got to Monrovia, no one called me, but they went with a representation, 2 persons from labor, 3 persons from the agri worker, 2 persons from the management team. They came to Monrovia, they spent days in Monrovia, they went through the process. So I will not be anywhere at the same time, everywhere at the same time. No. We gave instruction, we left the folks on ground to take in charge, and they were in charge. They showed due diligence with the team. The team accepted, they came to Monrovia, they went through the verification. They went through, after examining the water, they noticed they were okay to get a certificate. So that's why I want to counter proof. If the result proof provided to us is not genuine and the agreed record continue to raise this issue, the management outcome will be fine. That's what I said. Until then, let them come to the process. And after the proceeding, They will make a determination. But they said no.
Okay. I rest my
Thank you.
question.
Thank you very much. The minister have been here for a couple of time now.
No, I can even get my entire now. We'll go through the conversation.
Okay, great. We have this person on the line before we go to Aman. Good evening. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name and where do you join us from?
Hello?
What is your name and where do you join us from, Chief?
Yeah, my name is Jack Daniel. I'm calling from Igepa.
Jack, let's hear you 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you so much. So first of all, before I ask my question, I want to make a clarity as it relates to the 300 USD that was given to workers of AFCON the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard the minister saying that he said the 300 that was given, it was an MOU that was signed by all workers of AFCON on the issue of that just benefit. I just want to make you understand that no one signed any MOU as it relates to 300 that was given as a benefit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That money that was given on the PSA, if you check on it, it was a motivational gift. That was the type of the payment that was made. So my question to the guest is, if he was aware in the meeting that he presided over the other day, I want to know as to whether he discussed anything that has to do with the withholding tax that we talked about the other day. If yes, what is the tax rate from RRA when it comes to withholding tax? I say, well, tell us.
Thank you. That's a beautiful question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So when it comes to
Minister,
taxation,
somebody
I
send me
said,
a question.
let me respond to that one. When it comes to taxation, I said to them, I'm not okay with the taxation. I'm aware of the 10% and 15%. And among us, the HR came provided clarity. The Inspector General also came with that. And we said at the time that the ARA team will visit them because I said to them, we did a breakdown, the oil aware. But when it comes to the deduction in taxes, I'm not expert to tell you, oh yes, you'll do that. To be very honest, I was clear with them. I told them. But I contacted our team. They all understood. When it comes to the NASCO deduction, the 4%, they all understood. So the calculation on that, I have idea, but it's not convincing. And I said those are high idea. The RG, the Inspector General of Labor, were present. He attended workshop. They gave them the breakdown of it. He provided education to them. It was accepted, and they used the same formula to do the calculation, and they were all convinced in that meeting. The videos are there. Everything was done on camera. It wasn't closed door. Video from day 1 to day 5. All of the lessons that were taught were there. All of the calculation was displayed on board. They requested for the timekeeper. The timekeeper came. The timekeeper displayed that on board. And one of the issues they talk about that we mandated management to pay was if you work on, for example, every holiday you pay, right? You did not go to work on the 10th of February. Holiday is the 11th, and you did not work on the 12th. Management will take away the 11th, which is holiday. We mandated, instructed them to pay all those without issue on the holidays. It was accepted, the all returned. So I don't know what the issue coming from. I don't know.
So now, back to this water issue. Why is it that ArcelorMittal Liberia, that is the mother company, drink from Aqua Life, and AFCON, which is the contracting company, produce their own water at
Pick the call. I'll respond.
Have you ever done any other investigation on that to know what is going on between the two companies? Why is it that ArcelorMittal is bringing water from Monrovia and AFCON is getting water from the mining site?
So, a bit by imagination, it behooves me to understand why every time AFCON protest, AFCON. So I requested for the contract signed with Meta. I asked for a copy of the contract to peruse it to know these things that were discussed between Meta and AFCON. I'm from Nima. My biological brothers also work with the institution we're discussing. So if the water is contaminated, that means my family members are contaminated by the water. They're also part of it. So I'm interested to know more about the contract signed between them.
Have you received the contract?
No, not yet. Thursday, I'll receive the contract.
Okay, great. I beg you, if you get a contract, please
I will
act
share
on
with
this
you.
contract.
I will.
Very good.
Sure.
Okay, great. Now, Ama, let's hear you, Chief. Ama, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You getting me? You getting me? Okay, thank you, Gion, and thank you to our guests for that brilliant explanation. The issue of AFCON is very concerning because each and every time there is an issue in Yekepa, it is always with AFCON workers. And I must commend the minister. I think he have done some level of due diligence to meet the needs of the people. But one of the things that I see that we are observed independently is that people using people positions and their affiliations to like blackmail or raise false alarm against the character, the persons of individual. I think is very concerning. If you are coming up with issues on all of the conversations, we listening to many of the callers. They said clearly the minister intervened, and many of the interventions have been fruitful. They even celebrated. But when it comes to issues that have been discussed, and Minister, my first questions to you is, when you were leaving Nimad on Saturday, did you notice or did you saw an alarm that there was a pending protest on Monday or Tuesday? Were you in the know of that?
Never. So after our meeting, after a successful meeting with them on Saturday, 4 o'clock, I spoke to the press, the leadership represented by Christopher Weah, also spoke to this press, sorry, and I left for Monrovia, expecting the team to arrive in Monrovia on Tuesday. So because of that, my schedule for Tuesday was open to join the team because I promised them that I was to be with the team, to join the team to EPA. That was the arrangement we made. But to my utmost surprise, they hit the street on Tuesday, instead coming to us on Tuesday. And just yesterday, the director, I can give a number to you, the NASCAR director for Nima, he also scheduled to meet with them on Wednesday or Tuesday. He called and he refused to pick calls. We can reach out to him as well.
Okay, here come my second questions. Minister, for the betterment of the public and for the good of your character, we have been receiving calls. Some people keep testing that Minister Zor started good, but he appear now compromised. He is like in bed with the company. He don't want to take decision like when he came first, how he was in the interest of the worker. What say you to those allegations? Do you have any relationship with this particular Afghan company?
So my lines are open. I will be very honest. Check the two GSA company. If you see that call from me to any management team, never respect me. I resign tomorrow morning. I resign. Check my phone. I had no connection with them. But you know why? It had to do with the mindset. My arrival when I got down from car, the first word the author, see, he's shining. That was money, he corrupt. I've been wrongly, I've been judged. So I went through it. The accent was say they themselves in the leadership when the guys were outside insulting me while we having conversation. They went and told them, in fact, the Chris guy came to me and said, don't talk again. I said, no. No. The other guy, when I got out from car, he said, I know your man house, I'll go point the house. If you not tell the people to get the money, you not leave from here. So these things, what they wanted is, you know what happened? Pay the people money. My brother, these people have lawyers. They are represented by lawyers. Lawyer will be asking me the decision, your opinion, what was your reliance? What would I say if I'm called at the Supreme Court to respond to labor issue before his honor colleague? What would I be telling people? Because every decision for us, they go to them. They peruse it, they call us, they question us, why we have to do it. You have to justify why you said this thing, why this thing went this way. What would I be telling them? Which law would I quote to them? So once it's not by law, it's not by law. I have no authority to talk to that. But once you have evidence and it's proving, I can beat my chest. If just they have that proof, I'm not going to spend 4 days in Nima. No, I'm not going to do so. I'm going to stay right there. In fact, before getting down, I have every evidence in my possession. I'll be speaking to the institution. Do this. But it's not by law. They wanted me to just the next day. That's why it was an open conversation. I invited them. They came on a plaza. Yesterday we said this. And management came and said, yes, we told you we're going to meet with management, top management. And top management said, this thing happened, so we cannot do this. Then they said, call me. They said they want to. I should talk to the people. That's the exact word. I should prevail on them to pay the money. I should prevail. That's what they said. Talk to them. Then they want us. They came as a minister. We want to get you some time to talk to them again. Should I go extra and say, you pay the money? No, I'm not the one controlling the finances. I'm not. Though I appreciate negotiation in their wisdom. If the working relationship with the staff and they are requesting for these things in a good faith, as a manager, you still want to have that harmony at work side, you accept and go through. But they are saying, no, should I be the one telling them pay the money by all costs? No. One is by law, I say it. And I said to the parties, our decision from here, if you're not okay with you, if I'm going to say, okay, then the pronouncement say, pay the money, and management come out and say, we don't have the money. Invite the man, we are coerced, the man suppress us. What would I be saying? And tomorrow they refuse to pay, and the people get in the street again. They say, come back to me, that I made a wrong decision. The decision I made may allow the workers to get in the street. You see where we come from? We are twins model. I pleaded with the both party to have a peaceful conversation. We had a peaceful conversation.
Thank you.
It was very simple enough. Come on, enough. Since you still have issue, you have our contacts or our conversation yesterday, or you come to Monrovia after verification, examination of the water. If you know if water or not is contaminated or not, then you still have a conversation with these people.
Meaning that, Minister, just a follow-up questions, meaning that their concern being raised is not legally in their contract signed by AFCON Liberia.
So I will appreciate if they can send you copy of the contract, every contract signed with AFCON. I will appreciate if this platform can request and peruse it. Then you can have appreciation where we come from. If these things if any of these things were sworn into the contract, it's written, will not be going this long. I
think I have copy of A. Someone send me copy of A, and everything. It is not there. It is not there as you are saying, and you are there. But what was there? I'm just trying to say for you to for the benefit of the public and the audience that are listening.
Where in the war, Sarah from Minnesota, where in the war you work with institution, for example, you help me to build a house. as an engineer, we have a first contract, you and I said, okay, I will pay you this amount, you finish with it. Then because you beautified this place, then you said to me, okay, because you spent 200,000 on a building, you have to give me 300,000, you have to give me 50,000 as my benefit. That's what they wrote as Sencape. That's what they requested for. That each person should have 10,000 United States dollars for end of project benefit. How's that benefit? They were discussing each person should have $2,500. Then after the argument was defeated, then they came back and said, how's that benefit? Instead of hazard benefit again, they needed $125 with 3 bottles. From 2,000, you get the 1,000. So let's stop these things. Because you no man. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
there is
So meaning that the mutual consent, there is no way that legally the ministry can prevail on a company to like demand a company to pay that, because there will be some legal battle and their lawyer will take that.
We cannot demand. We work in the confine of the law. While it's true that we play the twins model role, our primary concern is to have harmony of job site. So if Party A is aggrieved, Party B will bring them together to have peace. That's our primary goal.
So,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me know quickly. Is the HR work for the company, or is the HR work for labor ministry?
The HR work for the company. The HR work for the company.
But so when I say work for the company, I'm trying to saying that are they the employee of the company or the employee of the labor ministry?
Work for the company, the company recruited the HR. The company recruited the HR. The HR was the one employing people. It's not labor ministry.
Thank you.
Labor ministry has some supervision over them, but it doesn't mean that we did the recruitment. No.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Siawete, we can hear you on this issue. I think most of the guys calling and they are calling for second round, and we can't do that. We can't take 2 questions from 1 person. Siawete, let's hear
I will
you.
encourage you. Request for the video from day 1 to day 4. Request for all of the video in our possession. Take your time, go through it, listen to all of our conversation. Everything was recorded. It's recorded. They have a copy of the recording.
Great. So what I want to say here is that I think you need to.
I don't have a question for this round. I think if the people want to interact with the minister, it's important. So,
it's very important.
If we are cutting the show a day.
All right, let me take this person. Hello. Hello.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay. This is. Hello. Hello. Yeah. When you call, you please go to the point so that we can get to the minister to respond. We're not here for the whole day. I beg you. Now, Minister, I beg you, when you get a contract between ArcelorMittal Liberia and AFCON, please share with us so that we can share with the public and know what is happening. Because every time it cannot be AFCON that is complaining when we have a lot of subcontracting companies under ArcelorMittal Liberia, but always it's AFCON. And okay, this person. Hello. Hello. Good evening. What's your name and where do you join us from? 1 minute, please.
I'm James from
James, let's hear you.
Yeah, the minister. I hear the minister talking about we begging AFCON for water. I want to ask the minister a question concerning this MOU you talk about the $300. I know, minister, the MOU that talk about $300. You told that the $300 is covered for everybody, both beginner and signing grade. So we give back and signing grade, so we should accept it. But then why is it we provide MOU that gave birth to Buchanan and Sunny Gully for which Buchanan people benefiting water from 2025, all the president came about from that protest that took place in 2024, where the minister said he made a statement that only coming to I'm going to set time and it will just be in subsequent time where the leadership of send those time in the very chat room for all to monitor as a workforce. But it says that time they didn't welcome until Buchanan made a result in June and in June 16 before that MOU was signed. The MOU was signed June. Buchanan will be receiving $125 US plus 3 bottles of water. But then the MOU now they are denying all that. We Sunny Gully people cannot receive that we should go to testing. And furthermore, in the order as a minister, AFCON told you that they've been testing the water fine. You ask AFCON for lesson. AFCON, now you have to provide lesson. You ask AFCON when you do a testing. AFCON said EPA and the document, the entity there was RPA, so entity on EPA. And you ask the person that went there, your delegate that went there, you ask them. You said when you went there, you saw anybody from EPA? The man said no. He said, did you bring any report that video or stuff? The man said no. He said, let them give you lesson. The man said no. He was going to send it to AFCON. And then what they sent to AFCON was just a report, wasn't lesson. Even the compliance that came from Meta, the man said was shocked. So in that direction, the first of 2024, you talk about testing water, they want to test it. They put them like to you. Now they document breaks that EPA and not EPA. So as a minister, right there, you don't think AFCON even guilty?
So
Thank you.
let me respond to him. You know the problem with James, he want to be political, he want to be a journalist, and then he want to be a star. So he suffered from that 3 different things. Jim was the journalist recalling. Jim is a politician. So everything that comes to him, he put out. The good thing you say, I caution the labor office. And I asked this question. I was trying to go to Monrovia. Did the institution share copy of that certificate? He said no. That still gave you time for us to come to Monrovia. It doesn't neglect the fact that because AFCON did not give me the document, that means I should just say that you are wrong. Until it's proven, until the team can come to Monrovia with me and sit with them to ensure due diligence. Those guys that were sent, they came out with a report, and you saw the report, and they said the institution is accredited by EPA. How would I know? Until you can come with the team, we go there, sit in the lab, test the water, ask every necessary question that I want to ask with the agreed leadership. Then we can have a presentation and conclude the matter. But you said no. So where in this place that you, because I did not do right there to say I've gone wrong, that means I've been compromised. Is that where you come from with your being compromised? I will never be compromised. I'm a member of integrity. I know what I stand for. I know what I stand to achieve. So I will not be broken by these things. Oh, they meant to be one. My bro, it will not get to me. It not even shake me because I know what I stand for. I know my value. So that thing, it's not there until you can do the rightful thing.
Clarity.
Okay, we have this person in the line. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you. This is Christopher again. I just want to provide clarity.
Christopher, let's hear you 1 minute, Chief.
Yes. The minister is confusing us tonight. The minister is saying that all those who have the medical issues, that those who have honor and other things, he's saying that he told AFCON to pay them. Minister, are you saying that you told AFCON to pay those with medical issues, health problems, those who suffer broke their hands? Are you saying that?
If you honor, go right back to the recalling. I mandated them, and I told you those are these issues.
Please hold on a bit. Let's speak to this person. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
What's your name and where do you join us from? 1 minute, please. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
What is your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Daniel. I do join from Sunny Gully.
Daniel, let's hear you.
Yeah, thanks so much for the broadcast tonight. And let me also congratulate the Minister and Silio for providing those clarity. Well, I work with Africans and also serving as a workers representative since 2024. But the water issue, I was one of those persons that was set on the team 2024 to go for the testing monitor along with labor, so representing on labor and then other management. So we took the water to Monrovia around Benson Street. They had a testing entity that were accredited by EPA to do water testing. So when we took the water to the lab, we met the guy who was doing the testing. So he said the test cannot be done right away, so it would take time. So we have to give him time to do the test. So I asked him, I said, the test, what are you doing? We don't know the lab, we don't know the process like passing through. So is your entity, can we depend on your entity to provide also clarity on the water? If anything goes wrong tomorrow, can we be reliable for it? He said entity cannot lie. In fact, he's a Liberian. He will not do anything to any Liberian. His entity is been accredited by EPA and they have been running tests all over. They're now for only Africans. So we accepted to run the test, and the test results were given. And then for me, while he was doing the test, I was on the internet reading about safe drinking water from the WHO. What is the pH? What is the less pH? What is the more pH that will be safe for drinking? So I read all of those things. So when he did the test, he provided the test. When I read the test result, my phone was straight on the pH for the water. And then the pH provided was 7. And 7 was the same thing the WHO said on Google what I read on. So we took the water, the test result back to NEMA, we brought it, and we provide credit to our fellow workers that the government of Liberia through EPA that is created, the entity has proven that the water is safe. So the water is safe for drinking. And let's be real, this water is not we alone that is drinking it up that man. Let's be real. The Indians themselves that came from India, we all drink the water together. So when the test result came, the next thing was that our fellow workers said that to drink the water, they don't have bottle to drink the water. So management to provide safe drinking bottle so at least they can be able to drink the water in. So management went on the market, provided it $10 safe drinking bottle. They can buy it, a sport bottle. One of it cost $10. Management bought about 500 pieces, depending on the numbers of workers at the time. Management bought that bottle and shared it on the workers. You'll be so surprised that these guys, very who complain that they don't have safe drinking bottle, they started selling those bottles. For the food issue, they sell the food, they don't have pens to eat the food in. So you can get them hard time, they don't want to be eating together because of sickness. We talk to management again, management provided cooler, food cooler. They share on each worker with each one spoon on each worker. This very same guys went, someone else sold the coolers and someone else using their coolers. These things are things that we addressed before, and management have come up with solutions, along with the government, through the labor ministry, they have come up with solutions, and then we are solving. Just because this guy, a few times they get an end of contract notice, they are going home, they need a benefit. We agree, they need a benefit. Just last year, December, there was an issue in Buchanan, they raised the issue about hazard benefit, end of contract benefit. The Minister Purple at the time, the Minister Purple went there, he presented over the case. He said, gentlemen, what you guys saying? We are all Liberians. There's nothing in the labor law or the DWA, that is a decent way out 2015, that says when you work for a private agency, end of contract benefit. You are a first-time contractor. Why also when in a contract, why are you supposed to benefit? If there's anything in that contract that you're not benefiting, then we prevail on management. But since there's a case that the contract is going to end, I personally will talk to management, say the contract is going to end, then the fast one for because it's a season time. So the labor minister along with the Greek worker at that time, leadership from Buchanan went into a negotiation, and then management agreed that they would get 300 across the board as bonus, end of contract bonus. That MOU was signed. While they were protesting in Buchanan at that time, we are leadership in Nima, reaching out to management to say, oh, our fellow workers are protesting in Buchanan. But for us, we don't want to protest on this side. But we just want that anything that is agreed upon Buchanan should also affect here. For now, protest. Management said, no problem. If anything comes out, whatsoever will be paid there, will be paid. So the 300 bonus for the end of contract will pay Buchanan, and the same 300 will pay here. Let's go back to the water issue in Buchanan. They're discussing that management gave 125 in Buchanan. After we are testing our water, you have been proving that water is safe by the entity. Buchanan people were drinking the same water at that time from Buchanan, they were drinking the same water, but all of a sudden, there was a warm fall in the water on site. And the workers got agitated, they got angry. Why they found water on the water? So they called in the Ministry of Labor, and then Ministry of Labor went there. Ministry of Labor said, so since water is falling in the water, the people cannot be drinking the water. Until you can provide safe drinking water for these people, you will be providing 3 bottles of water, and then 125 will be paid.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that 125 will pay, and then the guys will be given 3 bottles of water every day. Management decided to build a new water plant. Like I was in San Nicolas, we left 1 year. As work representative went there, we viewed the water plant they were building. So the water plant is completed. So their management is saying they are only waiting on EPA to go and do the final testing while the water is safe for drinking. Then they'll go back to the same water. They'll go back to the same old water. But the water that was found in Buchanan was not found here. And our water, according to the government, through the entity that is doing the testing that is accredited by EPA, has proven that water is safe.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
if for
Daniel.
any reason these guys are coming up again that the water is not safe, I think the minister did due diligence by providing them transportation that they should go to Monrovia with the water samples and do another test. If it is proven not safe, then we hold the entity responsible for giving up contaminated water and lying to the government that the water is safe.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now you listen to Daniel, Minister, and I think I got something from him there. It's not those that are working currently that are protesting, but those that receive end of contract from the company.
The 77 persons that receive end of contract.
Okay. Now I know. I understand the conversation now. So we'll come to you. You can respond to that. Maybe we can take leave of you. We'll stay here for the post analysis.
Just a little tip, just to add up to that question. Honorable Minister, you have been a very lead vocal advocate for the worker of ArcelorMittal. And watching that training video yesterday on the social media, how protesters were naked and being beaten at police station. Humanly speaking, how do you feel about
that? My opening statement, I condemn the act. I told you on this platform that my activists, one part is the same turn. I remember in 2014, was it 2013? Yeah, 2013. We were jailed and went through the processes, and seeing them going through the same route, I condemn it. And I also feel because our brothers and sisters from NEMA, but no one is above the law. We should be a law-abiding citizen. For that case, it's different from other cases that we witness, wherein you have the opportunity to go through to present your plaque. It's okay then going the route they want. And also, mind you, few police officers too were also, affected in the process, wherein a police officer was also disarmed. Why, if the person was going to discharge arm in that place, it's going to be chaotic. But this time we're discussing different things. The image of the country, people will be saying different things, but Nima, they took gun from the police person, the policeman fire. And thank God that officer was trained enough that he did not even release arm in that place. But those that succeeded injury, we pity their condition. We in prayer with them. As I said to you, the caucus invited us. We'll be meeting with them tomorrow for way forward to reach out to them. But whatsoever things that we did in the confine of the law. You just listen to one of that friend. He explained to you what happened. Things that they went through. But because the 77 person is not the entire workforce, I can't do these things. 77 person end of contract benefit. The people say, okay, your contract will end so time. Stay home. We'll give you your exact money. So you say, okay, but I'm staying home. I need my benefit. People say, okay, we'll give you your exact money. If you're making 400, we'll give you exact 400. You stay requested. So let's be honest and just analyze everything. If the entire workforce were going against this, but just few group of people saying this should happen. I mean, yeah.
Thank you very much, Minister Zot. Thank you for being here tonight. It's been a great conversation with you. Some of those guys want to call 2, 3, 4, 5 times tonight. We can't do it. We've
You
been
can
here
take
for.
5 more calls. You can take 5 more calls.
Okay, let's do that. That's your will, so we'll do it. You can call us on the numbers you see on your screen and make your input here tonight. The Expressing. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, what's your name and where do you join us from?
Akwe Mose. Kore Pasari Kore.
Akwe, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I just listened to the music and the other guy who just called from to defend AFCON. We already know this guy. They are already better driven. Yeah, God is already in the kitchen of AFCON.
No, Chief,
We
you
know
can
that
make a
already.
point. You can make a point without
So
denigrating
the
the other
truth
man's
is,
point now.
yeah.
You can
Hello.
make a point without denigrating the other person's point. Go ahead.
Hello. I don't want the minister to dwell on what the other colleague just said because we already know that this. Let it to be told. Let the minister say. I was so sad and I listened to the minister that everyone came to tell you that they went to EPA and they saw a test. They doesn't have any report, any document to this. I in your own right mind, the minister got a gadget in your hand. He got the power to even detect to this African people. You say you went. Where are those documents? Where are those documents? So we don't want to say, with the exception of this guy getting letters for Afcon, then it should be told. The government knew that what was coming. You know what happened off the mount immediately when the government started protesting, started coming with this, you know what happened? After the dish competed $300 to those guys in December of last year, they keep out because they know there was more to it. They were going to keep out to the government, Afcon say all to y'all and say what you tell us, say the 300 they gave first, it was end of contract benefit. I'm quoting directly from them for them. Now what they said.
Thank you.
So they got today you see Emmanuel where waking up and say, so the garden we already see there's a motivational money we receive. Then this garden coming out to tell us that there's money contract benefit. There will be there's more to this.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we getting to understand the point. This person has been.
So let me okay, pick that call. Pick the call.
Yeah, let me take this person. This person has been calling for a really long time. Let's speak to them. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, the man and there again. Go ahead, Minister.
So you listen to him. He said,
okay.
Then they respond to him.
Let's speak to this person. Hello. Good evening. Oh God. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah. The clarity I want to make here is not 77% are protesting. It is the entire workforce of AFCONs.
But some of your men according to now, they say they're not part of the protest.
Workers on the side. Then you say 77. Each board contains 62 person.
But one of your colleagues just called. One of your colleagues just called. He said
for the federal call, Daniel Koti, he part of the former leadership that hijacked power.
Okay.
We gave them 6 months. That 6 months finish. Anytime any worker raise issue about election, they will go to AFCON management and they will silence you. They put 37% down the last time in December. So when the benefit came on the issue of benefit business came up, there was 77% of the contract was ending in this month. So they decided to cut the tension down by putting the 77% down to rest and also to rest on what they are paying them.
Thank you.
So it's not the 77% that brought the issue up, but because AFCON fee 30, the downside 77% illegally, and they told us to sit down while we're getting our everyday pay mark for us.
Thank you.
So it's not 77% that agitating, it's the entire active workers. So this is the clarity I want to make.
Thank you. This person, Minister, let's take the 5 calls and you can just respond to them in one. Hello?
Hello?
What's your name and where do you join us from?
Sir. Hello?
Good evening. What's your name and where do you join us from?
Okay, I'm Prince Wilson. I'm calling from Nimba County.
Which part of Nimba?
And then
I'm calling from Seke Pastor.
Okay, go ahead,
So
please.
I'm currently, I'm currently the active secretary of the workers, and I just want to focus on few things that has to do with the timing in which our guys are actually protesting. But before then, I want to commend the minister for everything that he stated, and I want to be sincere to tell you that he did extremely well recently. But for those guys that are striking, I just want for you to look at something. All of those guys, they have been working like from 2025 up to now, most of them. Now, let's assume that all of them have been observing the problems that they are complaining about, like unlawful deduction, water problems. If everything they are saying is true, I want you to ask any one of them whether they have ever raised any qualm like that. All their days of working at AFCONS, nobody has ever raised any qualm of such that the water system is not good, this is not good, and this is not good. They have been living like that. We have been working like that. But it's so unfortunate that when workers' contracts are ending, that's when you see people come to raise unnecessary notes. So when you check all their qualms, I'm pleading to you, please check all the qualms they are raising, compare it to the contract, and compare it to a decent worker to see whether they are actually in line.
Thank
So
you.
I just want to commend the minister for taking his time to make clarity on such matters. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Now, we're getting all sides of the story tonight. Now, I can safely say that not the entire workforce that are protesting, but few group of people. Is this normal in our society? I don't know. But Minister, you can respond to those things and give us your parting comments in 3 minutes.
Thank you. So I think the total number of workforce at AFCON should be around 600 or 500. If you follow the video, the number you saw cannot even reach 100. Few handful of people. And the case before the Labor Ministry, they complain before
Minister,
us.
I beg you, this person have been calling for a long time. Let me speak to them. Hello? My man, I will not pick your call again. You can't call and then when we answer the call, you end the call. You don't do that. Hello? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Samuel Davis. I'm calling to Bishas.
Samuel, welcome.
So, yeah, thank you. So, it'll be too unfortunate to sit on a national platform and just conclude on issues that are not being confirmed, but you are trying to just conclude, right? You know, the issue about the minister saying people who are protesting, sorry, persons who are going, are people who protesting for benefit. It is very unfortunate for a minister to even talk that for the fact that he has not investigate why he asking is he using to conclude that only the sorry persons who are on their way protesting. It is unfortunate. You understand? So I heard the minister saying that everything the people say it is not or in a contract. Okay. For the fact that you came here and spent 2 days, you came here to settle an issue. Do you think you have any comprehensive report based on the discussion you have with the people that you share with the public that this is the agreement that we have with the agreed welcomes and that of the AFCON Management Authority? Can the minister tell the minister to produce
my man, no,
that? If he does that, I'll go to jail.
Okay.
The minister does not have any comprehensive report that will prove that the chairperson for the protesters or the agreed welcomes affects the signature agreeing that this is what we agree on, this is what we agree on. He doesn't have any report.
So let me ask you: have the Labor Commissioner of the county been meeting with you people?
What?
Have the Labor Commissioner of the county been meeting with you people to settle your
The
demand?
first time the protest started, it started up the man with a go slow protest, right? The energetic of the whole thing always been peaceful. The first time it happened, all the man, the Labor Commission, all of them, they went there and they told the issue and brought it to Sunny Korea, that which the minister proper just insinuated and said that people who are protesting, it is illegal, there's no communication to that effect, which of course was lie.
Thank you.
But Junior, can you ask that guy whether he's part of the 77 people that the contract ended?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, even Chicago, you see communication to that. So it's very unfortunate you see a young man like Mazo sitting on a national platform,
Junior, please ask him that question, please.
That's lie. He has no, why he asking is he using?
So
why record does he have? He lying.
Chi, let me ask you, are you part of those who are protesting?
I'm not part. I'm not part. All Liberians.
Are you an active worker of AFCON currently?
Yes, I'm an active worker.
Okay, thank you.
So the last caller, right? He said, if I provide written document, you'll go to jail. Look, I don't want you to go to jail. Because you know why? The work I'm doing is structured. I don't report to the public. I will not do so. Cases that we settle, I will not be telling, oh, okay, we'll not settle 20 cases, 100 cases. I will not do so. You know why? I report to my bosses. And if you are opportune to receive copy of that communication, everything that we discuss, everything, since when I send a report, sent with the very day I keep my name, the 16th, the report goes, it sent the 16th. The 16th of February, everybody reading here, it's all lined, it's all captured, everything I will discuss, everything, opinion, we send it. So I would not come and just sit with everything we did, it was recorded. I was taking record of all present. So if AFCON, the entire workforce were protesting, there will be no job. The keeper will be overcrowded with the workforce. The case before me, I presided over the case. 31 person was wrongfully dismissed, according to them. And then I asked them to go through investigation and the complaint, the road of complaint. The office in labor is now, as we speak, they own a case. 77 persons were asked to stay home to receive that benefit. That's the case before me. That's which I'm speaking of. So I'm not telling you that, the entire workforce. No, if the entire workforce, the complaint that they sent, they will say the entire workforce, they agree worker. That means among them, they have people that have issue. And those that have the issue, they assemble in signing college. They assemble. And they requested for the loans. I said, no, the leadership will be responsible to receive the loans. So that's it. So if you say it's unfortunate, I don't know when you got your English wrong, it's unfortunate that I presided over case. I'm telling you what I heard and what I went through. I have both sides before me. Then you tell me it's unfortunate that I'm saying these things. You've been misled because you weren't part of it. You did not attend the meeting that we attended. I'm telling you facts. I'm giving you actual story for the both parties. So why would you say it's unfortunate? What makes it unfortunate?
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Minister. It has been a wonderful conversation with you. Again, there is a problem. It shouldn't be always AFCON that is protesting. ArcelorMittal is also working there. Try to get a contract between AFCON and ArcelorMittal and let the public know that this is the contract, this is what was signed. And if that contract is not in line with your labor standard or the labor laws of Liberia, I know there are penalties to that. You can take the decision. But again, it's been a wonderful conversation here tonight. We've understand from the both sides as to what is happening up the mine. And we pray that there will be a fruitful meeting tomorrow between you and the caucus. And we hope that we call you tomorrow to give us an update on that meeting. You answer our call. Thank you for being here, Chief.
Our offices, our lines are open, and I want to appreciate this institution, the CEO and team, the manager of this institution, for always balancing the story whenever there are issues. You invite us to provide clarity. My closing statement, what I want the public to understand, second to last caller said, when they sign the MOU, when they sign the releases in December, The nomenclature, they have problem with it, but then they got more to come. That's what he said. They got more to come. Based on the more to come, that's why they're in the street. There are many ways, legal ways, that you request. Sometimes our responses, our request is a good against us because based on the proceeding. So I'm urging every young person, violence is not the way forward. Violence should not be the way forward. You got many ways to channel your grievances. If you got issue, you got the local offices there, they got the superintendent office as well. You can reach out to them, your plans will be heard. But to go on the wrong page, I condemn it. I condemn it. Our offices are open. We are open to conversation. That's why whenever there are issues at workplaces, we make our presence felt. Even if it would delay in few hours, our local offices will be represented until we can arrive. That's how we've been doing it. So every other person that have personal issue with me, it should not be on the national day. Because for me, I already accepted. From the day we accepted, we took oath to be here, and the law we took is we said we will uphold and protect the Constitution conscientiously. And that's what we're doing. I'm on an oath to protect. I'm not doing anything contrary from the law. If I quoted wrong law, it will hurt me, haunt my generation. Everything I'm doing, I'm not doing because I'm Emmanuel. I'm doing it for my generation, my unborn children. So everything that I will do, I do it for people that come after me. So I'm setting precedent. I'm not going to do things because I feel today my sister or my brother part of the group, I wanted to benefit, then I do law wrongfully. And today when it backfire tomorrow, I will be the same person in the hot water to answer questions. So I will do things that will be in the confine of the law, that will be in the best interest of the people. Mind you, the institution, tonight against nobody, we're there to always maintain harmony on job site. So thank you for having us. We appreciate it. Tomorrow after our meeting with the caucus, we'll say make our presence fair to provide information to the platform.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
God, please call me right after the show, please.
Okay, God. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. So that's it.
I came to celebrate. No, I think the minister did a really good job. I listened to him, and he did a really good job. I like the fact that he's willing to come on to talk, and that's what we need more of. Instead of shying away from media, I think he's making his point. Disagree with him or not, and I really admire the fact that he's putting his point out there. But John, before you go to your thing, I just came from where I want to sneak in here and say a massive congratulations to Team BKS TV. Today we hit the 20,000 marker. We now have over 20,000 people. Lawyer, yeah, that's huge. Lawyer people following us. You know, it takes a lot of work. People like you, Ama, Sam, Siawete, and all those folks in Liberia, our crew. Most recently, my own son Matthew went to Yekipa, and he did a story there that really helped, blew our platform. We saw major media outlets taking our story, our videos, some of them not giving us credit, but yeah, that's Liberia media landscape for you. Genesis in Banga, have our manager and the rest of the crew. I mean, I just wanted to come on here today, so thanks to all of us, the panelists, the ones that are not on here tonight. I can't name names, but everybody. Over 6 months ago, we started this journey. We started in District 5. During the District 5 by-election, we had about 100 followers. And, the thought process was right after District 5 election, BKS TV was going to go away. But thanks to all the mean soldiers that are behind the scene, every one of you guys for getting us here. And I think we're not stopping here. 20,000 is just the start, and I believe our followers, we want to say thanks to all of you. We'll continue to share the platform, follow the platform, hold us accountable, keep it civil. Let's agree to disagree and continue to build media platform, make it a national, hopefully international platform. So I want to say thanks to all of us and congratulations to everyone. I didn't mean to come and cut your story, but I want to say hands up to all of you, man. Thank you so much for everything. God bless all of us.
God bless you too, CEO, and thank you for being here tonight. I mean, we'll stay here and end the show together. So since you're not John, our 10,000 mark we should have celebrated. We didn't, and your birthday is coming. We've hit 20,000. So I think something big might be in the corner for us and everyone. Yeah, we need to do that.
I'm Dana, not too Dana, and I see they will provide a cow.
You definitely need to do that. You listened to the minister tonight. For me, in my opinion, he elaborated very well. But before we go to the post analysis, gentlemen, let me play you this video. You can include in your post analysis and tell us what you think about this video that I'm about to play. And you also analyze the minister's statement, those that called from the aggrieved worker of AFCON, and then you can make your conclusion in 3 minutes. We give each person 3 minutes to do that. But let's first play the video.
I'm 40 years. Yes. I'm 40 years. Yes.
Cover off.
So finally, the police have brought the protesters to Sanukure, and we have to follow them all the way to Sanukure. Yeah. So as you can see them. So these are protesters who were protesting this morning in Yekepa. So as you can see them there, yeah.
Listen, the PSU officer in his badge number, that will be okay. This is inhuman treatment. This is terrible for us as a country. This is bad. We always receive the lowest rating when it comes to law and order in our country, and we think that those rating comes from the courts. But we forget to know that these ratings, they also comes from the way our police, those that are supposed to protect life and property, the way they behave. Of late, there have been so many terrible videos out there, including this one. I saw a video where they went to arrest a lady who allegedly she's a drug addict. Those people started to beat on our woman. Now you're seeing the video. These people, they have been arrested for a crime which had not been proven beyond all reasonable doubt. But you've seen an officer of the law that's supposed to protect life and property beating on the person.
That is the LMP on how you call it, Gregory Coma.
Gee, I will give you time. I beg you. Where is the professionalism in this thing? Where is it? When it's not a DA beating on alleged or addicts, it's the LMP beating on citizen. You caught this person. The person is in your custody already. Now, this is what we see on camera. Tell me what is happening behind camera now. If these people are placed behind bars, where there is no journalist around, tell me what is happening there. Citizens have complained that police brutality, when they have been placed in custody, police brutalize them. Every day they complain about this. And what is shocking is that this kind of video will be on the social media. People will tag the Liberia National Police, but they will never release a report on those things. They will keep quiet. They will not release a report on it. But you know what they can release a report on? They will give a clearance that Brian Mangill, have been cleared of rape charges, and he's a free man. For those ones, they give clearance immediately, effectively, in 24 hours' time. But citizens who have been brutalized by the same police officer, they don't give any other report on it. I don't know whether they take them seriously, but this is not good for our country. The police is supposed to be our friend and not to brutalize us. I will stop here and see you again. Minister Emmanuel's statement for me tonight, he elaborated very well. There have been some misunderstanding along the way when it comes to the calculation of extra time and all of that. And I think they need to work on them. And the issue of water, sanitation everywhere across the world is very important. One of the things that the ministry needs to take into account is that the mother company, which is ArcelorMittal Liberia, is not drinking water from the mine here. They are importing water from Monrovia, from Aqualife. Why are they prevailing on a contracting company to produce their own water up the mine? These are questions that I think the ministry needs to ask themselves, and they needs to find answer to those questions. Other than that, his presentation was very nice. See you. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah. So and the minister said he's coming back tomorrow, right? After they meet with the corporate.
Yeah. So we hope and pray that he will come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good thing that he comes back tomorrow. With that. But overall, first I would say, that whole Meta Steel thing, I've never been a fan of it. I think I don't think they are really doing well for our people. They are business people. They are seeking their own interests, and they are lobbying in any way, shape, or form to get their interests pushed ahead of Liberian people. It is on our leaders to fight back and push for their people. So it's just like bargaining. You go on the table, you push your interests. Whoever wins. But Meta Steel is a business, right? They're there to make profit for their shareholder. So they are not going to come there and do any type of humanitarian work. So everything they are doing in their own interest. It goes back to the deal and all those stuff that passed. Yeah, we kept singing song about it, and that's some of the reason that we are seeing that. But it's going to continue. I don't think it's going to stop until our leaders step in without all this nice, sweet, worded newsletter that I putting out. They have to do something about it other than putting Facebook news out there. But overall, this video is very disturbing. I saw it. The Matthew, our journalist, is the one who's reporting that he was the one on ground with the police and followed them from start to finish. It's bad. It's disturbing. There's no way. I mean, these are protesters. Unless you tell me that criminal, even criminals, you don't treat criminals, people who have been convicted, you don't treat them like that. You have to respect them, and this is international policy, international law. You don't treat people like that. And to make matter worse, these guys are not criminals. They are protesters. They were protesting. They are right, things that they disagree with, and that's what the democracy called for. Now, if they went above and beyond by doing things out of the scope of the law, yeah, there are other ways to remedy that. But you already got the guys in their custody, and then you're taking them to the police station, and then you're beating them up on TV, where on an international media outlet now. It tends to be very, very bad. I hope they take note of it. The police commander there is a friend of mine. I know him. I hope it's something that is not repeated, because now you got camera everywhere and people are watching all over the place. You can't just treat people like that. So that's the only thing I got to say about that. I really didn't follow. I didn't get all the details. Hopefully when the minister comes back tomorrow, we'll have more to discuss. But overall, I think that video is very disturbing. And the police director, commander, and all the big guys need to speak to the public about it. They need to condemn it. I'm not seeing any newsletter out there condemning those people. That is very sad, and I hope that things are done the right way. We'll let the criminal justice expert, the law expert, then speak to. I know I got Abibraya. He the criminal justice man, so I'm pretty sure he got.
The old policeman.
No, man. I old policeman. Man, CJ. But anyway, I think that's what it is there, and it's very sad. It should not be condoned in society.
The man was going for the minister of CIT, just popping it out.
Cyrus, let's hear you, Chief.
Well, thank you, Sue. Thank you for being here. It's a good news that our show is growing. It takes consistency for these things to happen. It's not miracle. It's just consistency and doing the right thing, inviting the right people, asking the tough questions. The name of the show is Heat Hour. So when we bring them, we'll not babysit them. We'll give it to them, and they'll take it with them. They'll give it to us. We take it with us. So that's a great thing. So tonight, the video. Let me first of all, I watched the video from onset. It was disturbing though. Protests by enemy shouldn't go to the level where the protester would disarm police officer. At that point, police had no other option to fight for their lives. Because when it comes to protests, it's a peaceful protest, especially at a workplace. If you come to a place where the protester will go on a rampage, throwing rocks, moving to a degree of disarming police officer, I can tell you for sure that police officer was very trained. He would have defended himself. At that time, you can release the trigger because you don't want to be killed. First of all, police are trained to fire. Police are trained to fire a gun, especially you go into a situation where you find yourself in danger, at risk, you have to pull the trigger. But let me say that big thank you to the police officer that he maintained himself, he conducted himself, he didn't release trigger. But equally so too is he could be charged for failure to perform his duty. It could go both ways. He could be disciplined because to sit for the protester to take your gun from you, that means you are not a well-trained police officer. Let's speak the truth, and that's how police a culture by itself. After those protesters had been arrested, even though their conduct was not the right thing, it was unbecoming, but the other police officer that was beating them on the camera is a misconduct of the police. And I hope that the police commander should speak about that. Once you get hold of the protester, even the prisoner, whatever it is, you can no longer put hands on them like that. That is out of criminal justice procedure. He needs to be disciplined. He needs to receive a warning letter or whatever it takes to discipline him. He needs to go back to for police training. Maybe retraining that can be done. When it comes to the minister, he speaks well. He speaks he outlined what happening, but few things that are missing in his presentation, or maybe that I might not be aware of, comparing what I heard from him and what I have done before. So he said to us that the labor ministry are the one who train the HR, and then the HR is a direct employee for the company. And then I asked him a question: if you train the HR, you gave him the booklet. Gave him or her the booklet to carry. So what they should have done is check with then the decent work art to post it and highlight it. Because I think part of the confusion I see here is that if you give a contract to somebody, let's say the contract for 3 months, you have to spread it clearly that this contract is for 3 months. After your 3 months is over, we will let you go. Sign it, and then you post it on the wall, and it's highlight it with yellow marker. So when that time reaches, there is no doubt that that particular last month, you pay their last month, you give their pay to them, they take their last paycheck, and they are gone. I think, I don't know as to what reason they asked them to stay home for them to pay them. That sounds suspicious because they were contracted to do piece of work, but in their last month, and they asked them to stay home and they're going to pay them. That sounds suspicious to me. There's more details to that that was not given, because before you let somebody go, in the last month, your last paycheck, they give it to you, say, okay, your contract's finished. Thank you for the good work. Go. Even though money is sweet, they might want to hang out, especially in a country like Liberia. So is this what it signed for? If they are completely aware of the 6-month contract, I believe in 6 months' time, once their contract is about to expire, okay, you're not renewing your contract this month, we let you go, we'll give you a last paycheck. But to tell them to stay home, and that was so suspicious to me. So I think that there should be coordination between the HR and the company. The HR need to do better job in our company. The HR is not just a position you take to sit down on it. When I serve as an HR for a company here, so as an HR, the first thing you have to have a policy. When you're hiring, you need to, especially when it comes to contract employee. So not a regular employee of the company, contract employee. These are things that I need to spread it out, and then you print it out, you put it in your office or a bulletin board. At a certain point in time, this is how it's going to be. Once those things are outlined and highlighted, junior and CEO is a very, very simple thing. You don't even need a labor ministry to be in and out of that place every time, because I think procedures are not followed. Maybe Liberians have not understood why it takes or why it means to work. So these things are lacking. So I listened to the minister. I think they need to do good at those things if they are recruiting HR for those companies, and then get them the HR tools, every tool required for them to do their work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chief. We'll go to Aman, and after Aman, CIOT will take us home.
Thank you.
I'm laughing. Why are you laughing, man?
The man always let to tell who.
Let's talk where LEC go.
That loud, CEO.
The breaking news. Me and say LEC gone.
Thank you, Gian, like you rightly put it. Looking at that video yesterday, speak to the level of the police under RG Gregory Coleman. You know, Gregory Coleman have made the police is kind of like stereotype. You saw the police when they went to King George in Grand County, part of the stamp team that went to go do a comprehensive report. People were murdered in cold blood till now. The police have done nothing about it. Under a professional Liberia National Police, but now officer who was seen in that video should be invited to Monrovia and reported immediately to the Liberia National Police Professional Standard Department. That is very much so sad. Our international partners who are Crown Watch, who are monitoring the security apparatus, some of them, we spoke to them. It is in some of our report. We spoke to them, we highlighted this to them, and they felt so sad this morning in some of the meeting and in some of our conversation. The Liberia National Police is very much like we are living in a democratic state, like we are living in a war-torn or a junta state. You already arrested a protester. Why should you naked them? Those people were naked on the street of Yekepa. Born naked, how their mothers and their parents born them. It was when the crowd started coming and people started condemning it. It was the time that they decided to give them their boxer. Why should you treat protester if to say they kill someone? At what stage that you should naked a protester who went at the company grounds to go air their opinion? Why are you naked there? You not just do that. You're not just naked there. You are already arrested them, brought them to Sanikole, beating them on them. Those people, from report that we are getting from our sources and our intelligence and our reporter in Sanikole, those people are undergoing torture in prison. They are undergoing severe torture. Some of them, the body pains and the injury that they are occurred there. As we speak now, we have more than 3 civil society groups from Monrovia that sent yesterday even in Sanikole to be monitoring the situation. And the police commander, if he just think that the issues about the protester in Yekepa, the AFCON protester will just go under the carpet, let him wash up. If he is not careful, this will be a transfer of his position or him leaving Nimba County. If those individuals who are beating, who are seen on camera, who are torturing those protesters in cell, if they are not taken to the professional standard division, that will be a sad day, and history will record him as the worst county commander of the Liberia National Police in Nimba County. And we are not surprised, it's not strange, because Gregory Coleman is a man of violence. This is the man that just his habit is to kill protesters. His consistent habit is to look at the poor people whom land, the moment, how you call it, rich land owner go and gave him 30 or 50,000. He has signed armed police officer to go on and just start demolishing people's homes. This is what Gregory Coleman is known for violence. And under this man leadership, there are more Liberians crying. Gregory Coleman has put himself in a situation in the country that Liberians are already aware about who he is. So it is never a surprise when we see the attitude of the police. But what we say to the police officer at all times, no matter, they should reject unlawful order coming from Gregory Coleman to treat the citizens like the way they treat them. Those unlawful order, police in arm, our men in the blue, we are asking them to reject those orders. It is your legal right to reject unlawful order. You cannot treat protesters like that. That is sad. And the county commander said yesterday, we have been expecting that the county commander of the Liberia National Police in Nimba County and their 122 department, which is the media team of the police, should have a press conference and speak to the matter. There's a great issue. That video has gone viral. It's all around the world. Do you know what I mean? The journalist is saying that these are peaceful protesters, and you see police beating on them, and they are naked, no slipper. They took off their synagogue. Those guys, their telephone and their money in their pocket that they went for the protest, all was seized. Their communication ceased, and they are being tortured, and we are sitting here. Nobody is doing nothing about it. That is a sad day for our country. And these people are Liberians. They are not foreigners. They are our brothers and sisters. They are family members that just want to air their grievances. And we appreciate the level of which the assistant minister presented his issue, and the way the assistant minister addressed himself to many allegations against him, and how he cataloged in the debate. That was very excellent. But we frown at the attitude of Liberia National Police, and we call for an immediate investigation, and the report must be made public. And we call on the Nimba County Legislative Caucus, who have launched investigations in this matter. They should make sure and bring those police officers who are torturing those protesters to justice. And that will be the key thing. These are the things that we'll be asking the Nimba County Legislative Caucus tomorrow. As God could have it, some of us we are aware about where they will be having a caucus meeting and where they are invited the team from Labor Ministry.
You go there.
CEO, we are member of the premier civil society group in Liberia. We are cool with those informations, and it is our right to ask. We are following the behavior of the Liberia National Police in Nimba County against the protesters.
When you say we, are you speaking on behalf of STAN, CDC, the civil society, or BKS? Which one is speaking on behalf of?
CEO, I cannot disclose in details because I have the issues. Many of the issues have security implications.
Okay. Thank you so much, Joe. Man,
thank you, CEO.
Thank you very much. Before we go to you, CLT, I'm calling on stance to expel Amma Brooks. Amma is compromised. You can't be a politician and be a civil society actor. Those two things does not work in line together. I beg you, I'm gonna leave those people place with them. CLT, take us home, Chief.
Thank you, Gian, and thanks to everyone. I mean, our guests. I mean, basically tonight, if I was the minister, I think there need to be some cleaner at the back because there were, from the calls tonight, you can see that there are things not settled. So I think that conflict fall within his range. So they need to work on it because the conflict that is at AFCON did not start today. Because the treatment our people receive is not unique. So in the labor sector, people who preserve or monitor those companies are the labor ministry. Mind you, the private sector has a very huge challenge. So the little job that is there, if we cannot monitor to seek the welfare of our people, then I think it's not fair. So I mean, like he said tonight, the labor ministry will need to step in very seriously. And the caucus, we pray that as they meet the authorities of labor, that all of these things will be put forth and to look at the citizen. Because like the CEO said, it was actually unfortunate to see that video. Handling the people as if they are, criminals and what have you. We agree that they went overboard, but there is something that triggered that demonstration at AFCON. So there are a lot of things playing that the labor ministry need to stand up. They should not ignore the concern of the people. It requires a very rigorous discussion on the table to see how best our people can be, certified at the workplace. Because if they got issue, the work at that place will not be. They won't have a fruitful work environment. Because you see the positions the guy you were looking at, but they are the engine of Mita. They are the engine. So missing a day or two is a very huge gap. It's a leakage to the economy to Mita because they pay them per hour or per day. So each day, if those guys go on or go slow and whatsoever, they sign a contract. So I don't know whether they are paying them monthly or whatsoever. AFCON or Mita, we need to look into that situation very critically. Where we came from back in the back days, if you see a civilian is disarming a security personnel, you should know that it's a bad sign, and it's now a good signal for our democracy. So the ministry or the agency that is called with the authority or stakeholders that are called with the authority to cool down those situations need to be very swift in making those decisions, because the next time we don't know what could happen. I can remember 2014 when we had a demonstration over there. It was not easy. A lot of people went to jail, and at the time concerning buying, with other group with group from Senenkore, the affected community. So you cannot be operating in a space where the people who should benefit when they are aggrieved, you cannot work with them. So on the overall, the Ministry of Labor will need to step in to arrest that situation before it escalates. Because if the people overpower those guys over there, it will not be a good image for our country. We already got a very low, investment attraction to Liberia. If that is happening, it's now a good image for our country. So that's all I can say. I mean, Emmanuel did a good presentation tonight, but the people I agree. So almost all of the calls were literally, pushing him. So and he stood his ground. He was able to complete the show very moderate, and you were emotionally balanced. That was good of him. So, but hopefully we can announce that from now to next week, we might host the minister himself on the show. If not this week, because the week is already. So once we work behind the scene, hopefully by next week we will host the minister proper himself. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here tonight, gentlemen. It has been a wonderful conversation. We want to thank all of our followers, those of you who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We want to say thank you for following. And those of you too who were also listening to us via radio, we want to say thank you. And today, our grief workers of AFCON. Gentlemen, there are ways we can channel our grievances without going violent. What happened yesterday about disarming a police officer? Other countries, you don't do that. People will die. That was wrong. And I think we need to go back to the table. What the minister said here tonight, if there is a means that you guys can go to Monrovia to do the water testing, please do it. And if AFCON you owe the people their 2 cents, 1 cent, please pay them. You can be a renter in a place and you want to take over the house, but you're not treating the landlord very well. That is bad for us. Again, it's been a wonderful show. Our guest tomorrow will be announcing a group chat. And a big congratulations to BKS TV as we hit our 20,000 marker. We were estimating a very long month, if I tell you the time we're estimating at 20,000. But again, it's been a wonderful, wonderful conversation here tonight. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same platform, same heated conversation. Have a pleasant time.